I'm Chris Sanchez, and welcome to Sonoma Views, where we talk real estate, property management, and local restaurant reviews. In this video, I'll talk about which appliances I recommend you provide with your rental and which you should not. Thank you very much for being here, so let's get started. First of all, I am in Sonoma County, California, so this is, I operate based on California law. And the first appliance, going top to bottom, is a refrigerator. Should you include a refrigerator with your rental? Should you furnish it? My recommendation is yes. I always try to provide a refrigerator for the tenants. A working refrigerator, by the way. Now, although it is not required, and there's a common misconception, it is not required to provide a refrigerator for the tenants. I always recommend it, and I will always give you the reasons why. Quality tenants, when they're looking for rentals, they're looking around at other rentals, competing rentals. So if everything else within your price point, let's say it's a single family home and it's around $2,500 in rent, and all the other properties they're looking at look good, smell good, they have a fresh paint carpet, and they have refrigerator, then there you go. You have to adjust to the market. If you do not provide one, then that is your choice. You're not responsible for, sorry, I was thinking different words, you're not obligated to, and that's fine. But you just, this is marketing and it's supply and demand. So I always recommend including a refrigerator. Now there's a kicker here. If it is a new appliance, brand new, and you have a manufacturer warranty, then that's awesome, because there's always the danger on what happens with maintenance, repairs, or replacement. If you have a new appliance, then hopefully you have an extended warranty, or you may have a home warranty which covers the appliances. If the refrigerator is not new, what I do is I provide the appliances in as-is condition with a 30-day warranty. So that means once the tenant moves in, say January 1st, and they've lived there, whether it's a lease or a month-to-month rental, they tested everything. They gave us, I did a move-in walkthrough. They tested, make sure everything works. That's great. Provide a 30-day warranty with the appliance. After the 30 days, if the refrigerator needs maintenance, it needs a repair, or it needs to be replaced, it is the tenant's responsibility to do so. Furthermore, in my rental agreements, in the leases, I also state that the landlord is not obligated to reimburse for food spoilage. Okay, that's a tricky one, especially right now in Sonoma County. We just had PG&E power outages. So what happens if there's no power at the place? Then that food could potentially spoil. Why? I have in my rental agreements that it is not the landlord's responsibility. So it's the tenant's responsibility for food spoilage, especially whether it's the tenant's or the landlord's fault or not. So sometimes a PG&E power outage is out of our control. I don't want to be responsible for replacing all the food for the tenant. Now, if a landlord chooses to do so in good faith and given the circumstances, then by all means. But that's what's written in my rental agreements. And right now we're still in the middle of the wildfire season. So given the circumstances, we might apply a rent credit, but that's my standard operating procedure. Refrigerator is provided in as-is condition with a 30-day warranty. All right. Now, the reason for that as well is that a service call to send out an appliance technician is going to be about $100. Some of them are cheaper, $65, $70 just for the service call visit. That means if I get affordable appliance, Kelly's appliance, some sort of technician to go out just to inspect it, just to go out, tell us what it is, we spent $80, $90. Then they will tell you what's wrong with it. Then they will give you an estimate, and then you can determine whether you want to repair it, or if the repair is so expensive, say a $300 component in a refrigerator or a stove, and a new stove was going to be $100 for a brand new one. Well, it may not make sense to spend $400 to fix a 5-year-old, 10-year-old unit. It's better off to replace it with a brand new one. So those are the reasons. Dishwasher, yes, always provide a dishwasher, because almost all the rentals are. And these are the expectations by the tenants, guys. the good quality tenants are looking for these things in rentals. Dishwasher, yes. Garbage disposal, it doesn't make or break the marketability, so I recommend including it, but if it doesn't, especially with the older properties, it's fine. Dishwasher, yes. Refrigerator, yes. Washer and dryer, no. And this is the one that gets a lot of debate. I do not recommend including a washing machine and a dryer with the rental unit. There are exceptions. For a single family home, it is more expected, it's common that you're going to get a family moving into the place. A family, maybe, 3, 4, 5 people, they're not packing light. They're going to be long-term tenants. They have their own furnishings, and washer and dryer is just provide a washer and dryer hookup. That makes it very appealing. But I would not include a washer and dryer. Now, I would make sure that we have washer and dryer hookups. The exception is, again, if they're nicer units, they appeal to the property, you have a newer home, and you have these nice front-loading washer and dryer combination, and they're matching, and they're really nice, and they're expensive, then yes, you may want to include them. Again, if they're newer, they're under warranty, you have that added level of protection, but I would still do a 30-day as-is warranty with that. So, landlord, during the first 30 days of tenancy, the landlord will make it right. If it's not working, make sure that we get a technician, make sure those things are working as they should be. But after a month or two, Murphy's Law, things could happen. Anything could happen. And we don't want to be responsible with the maintenance, repair, or replacement of those units. It's the tenant's responsibility. So those are the big ones. Now, regarding the property type and the location, if it is a smaller, say a 1-bedroom apartment, 1-bedroom condo, 2-bedroom condo, the smaller the unit, yes, I do recommend including a washer and dryer with the unit if it is set up that way. So let me explain. A townhome, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, especially if you get a 2-story unit. The smaller the unit, it's going to be maybe a single person. It might be a younger couple, or fewer people, maybe 3 people. They are packing lighter, so it's not like you're a single family home. So because they're packing lighter, they're expecting the unit to be more move-in ready. So they don't want to bring in a refrigerator. They don't want to bring in their own washer and dryer. They don't want to bring in microwave. They just want to move in. They might be there for 6 months, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, and then they're out. Families grow. People get promotions in their job, and they get upgraded, and then eventually the natural progression is usually somebody will go from a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom condo or apartment, and then they'll move up and then go into a single family home. So that's just the way it is. So keeping that in mind, if it's a smaller unit, I do recommend including it, providing it in the unit, but I still stick to my 30-day warranty policy because that's just the way it goes. Furthermore, we require renter's insurance. So the tenants need to have renter's insurance before they move into the property. If you're in a 2-bedroom townhome, as an example, and the washer and dryer is located in the upstairs hallway, laundry closet, you know what's going to happen. If there's a leak, that washer fails, or a hose or something breaks and it creates a water leak, that water is flooding the upstairs and it's going into the downstairs. And if you're on a flat, you have a tenant downstairs, it's ugly. So for those reasons, I recommend not including the appliances, but if we are, 30-day warranty, make sure that you have proper insurance and make sure that the tenants have their renter's insurance. I hope this information is helpful. I'm at 9 minutes already. Thank you very much for watching. This is Chris Sanchez with Sonoma Views, and please subscribe if you'd like to receive future videos. Take care.